Police took approximately $1 million worth of cocaine off the streets and confiscated nearly $320,000 in cash, along with 13 guns and 5 vehicles in a narcotics bust on Wednesday.
After 2 years on the run, the fugitive leader of a group accused of selling bogus oil and gas leases to investors has been charged with 13 felonies, including racketeering, organized fraud, and grand theft.
The Broward County man accused of murdering his girlfriend has finally been brought to justice and will now spend the rest of his life behind bars.
All of the crimes you just saw have one very important factor in common: you. You see, each of these crimes, along with countless others, were solved as a direct result of an anonymous tip from someone just like you. Someone who picked up the phone, made a call, sent a text, or went online to provide information to Crime Stoppers. Crime Stoppers started in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1976 for the purpose of providing the community with a safe and anonymous method to report criminal activity. Today, the nonprofit organization has grown worldwide with representation in more than 20 countries because communities fighting crime together works. Crime Stoppers of Broward County was established in 1981 and is often recognized as one of the most successful programs in the world, recovering millions of dollars in cash, property, and narcotics, and clearing thousands of cases. Most importantly, taking criminals off the streets of Broward County. All as a direct result of tips from the community.
Yes, I would like to report some suspicious activity.
Our community in Broward County does a great job. We as a police department or policing agency, our deputies are incapable of doing this by themselves. We need the eyes, ears, and support of the community. Please call Crime Stoppers. They're very experienced people. They've worked with our detectives and our deputies for many, many years. They'll make sure the information goes immediately to the proper individual.
Broward Crime Stoppers, how can I help you?
We'll act upon the information, and either a dangerous person or a dangerous item can be taken off the streets of Broward County.
Well, typically there are two reasons why people don't report crimes. They don't want to get involved, or they're fearful, which is why Crime Stoppers exists. It allows a safe and anonymous method for people to be able to report criminal activity. The second reason is that people think that the information that they have either is not relevant or unimportant for law enforcement. And in our business, all information is important. We appreciate all tips. The information that people provide could be the missing piece of the puzzle that allows us to help solve a crime.
Broward Crime Stoppers. What kind of drugs is he selling?
The Broward Crime Stopper Unit staffs trained professionals around the clock to collect and disseminate information to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. Reporting a tip to Crime Stoppers is easy and convenient. Using telephone, text, or internet technology, anyone can submit information, and you can trust that your identity is totally protected. Crime Stoppers does not use any form of caller identification, tracing, or tracking. Tips submitted online are encrypted and private, and no personal information is ever collected.
Okay, do you have a pen in hand? I'm going to give you a tip number.
When your tip comes in, you'll be assigned a random code number to be associated with the case.
-22.
You can use this code number to follow up on the status of the case. If your tip results in an arrest, you are entitled to a cash reward and will be issued a payment code number. Payments are collected privately at a bank by presenting only the payment code number. No form of identification is required.
The people who provide the tips may be nameless and faceless, but they are the heroes in this whole process. We don't know who they are. We'd thank them in person, but they remain anonymous. So our thank you is the cash reward. And when a tipster comes forward with information that helps to solve a crime, we've created a safer world for all of us.
It's obviously auto parts going in and out.
You can be a hero too. As a citizen of Broward County, you are the eyes and ears that see and hear crime, and you have a voice that can speak up and help to stop it. Stay informed. Watch the local news. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter to receive updates on unsolved crimes. If you have information about a crime, be a hero. Contact Crime Stoppers. Besides reporting information about unsolved crimes, you may be able to alert Crime Stoppers of criminal activity taking place in and around your neighborhood. Of course, if you see a crime in progress, always call 911. But if there is suspicious activity going on, or if you have information that could lead to a suspect being apprehended, call Crime Stoppers.
Broward County Crime Stoppers, may I help you?
911 is when you have an emergency and you need the police to respond immediately to that emergency. Crime Stoppers is a clearinghouse for tips that gives members of the community an opportunity to be the eyes and ears for the police department. A number of times we're not in a situation to see the things that members of the community can see because of either our uniform presence or it's in areas in which we can't get close enough to observe the illegal activity. Members of the community can recognize it as a tool of making their neighborhood safe because we get an opportunity with their assistance to rid their area of crime and making it more safe.
In addition to unsolved cases, Broward County Crime Stoppers Special Programs Division targets specific crimes where citizens' information is particularly helpful and pays a reward for that information. Call Crime Stoppers if you have information about deadbeat parents, someone in possession of an illegal firearm, terrorism, or even illegal dumping. Students of Broward County are also implored to call Crime Stoppers to report crimes committed in or around their schools. Together, we can make a difference.
Because of community involvement, all kinds of crimes have been solved, from murder to theft to arson, any case you can imagine. But more importantly than just solving a crime, we're hoping to prevent some through a Crime Stoppers tip. One example is human trafficking. Through a Crime Stoppers tip, we were able to save a woman from a life of bondage. Sometimes it's just a matter of being aware of what's going on around you.
I see there's crack cocaine in here. Who's under arrest? Turn around.
And when we all embrace the Crime Stoppers message, call in anonymously, confidentially, we help to stop crime.
The Broward County Crime Stopper Program is a self-funding entity and does not rely on taxpayer contribution. All reward monies are raised throughout the year by our board of directors through special events or corporate sponsorships and private donations. Additional program funds come directly from the criminals themselves. Broward County assesses a fine for every crime committed. The proceeds go directly to Crime Stoppers and are used to place more criminals in jail.
Crime Stoppers is a program that was created by the community for the community. It empowers individuals to get involved and stop crime in our county. Our county is a really safe place because of Crime Stoppers, and if there's one message that I could give to any individual watching this is that you can make a difference through Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers of Broward County thanks you for being one of the most important allies our county has against crime and encourages you, our citizens, to keep up the good work. Countless criminals are brought to justice every year as a direct result of an anonymous tip from someone just like you. By making one phone call, sending one text, or reporting information online, you are helping our community become a safer, friendlier place to live.
please. Search warrant. Go.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Turn around. Keep on turning. Keep on turning. Interlock your fingers behind your head. Down to your knees. Down to your knees. Do not move.